Hey, how's it, Cowboy Boss here? How you doing? All right, so it's the Cowboys versus Commanders Thanksgiving Day Thursday game. You know who I'm rolling with? I'm rolling with the Cowboys. Yes, for me it's 11 o'clock, so that's why I say day. um, I was pleasantly shocked that I got the day off. I normally don't. I normally don't get holidays off, and I don't care about it. But it's because I've always had a job that requires you to work on holidays and all that. So it's other than paycheck wise, I don't really notice the difference and all that. And then the store sometimes too is like those. Oh man, I forgot to do this. I was like, oh, he's closed. So yeah. Um. Oh yeah, and then my managers too. Like they now this management team they ask us to rank our by importance to us what holidays means the most important, and they'll try to accommodate as much as they can. For me, I cross everything out. I put on the bottom, and I write my stuff in. I go Super Bowl 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then they tell me Super Bowl is not a holiday. I go, it is to me. I'll give you guys everything else, but it is to me. Yeah, just give me that. Just give me that. And they're like, but then the way the schedule is set up this week, I can't go into overtime, so I got the day off. So yeah, um, yeah, I don't care about the whole thing about Washington struggling and then the jokes about Washington losing to the Giants and all that. The last time, even me, I was kind of making cracking jokes about it too. So that's why I'm not gonna do that again. This one, I was, you know, what their name, the last time another team lost to the Giants, they beat the Cowboys. That was the Cardinals, and we was accusing, we was all saying that, they're just tanking and all that, but they got up for us and they beat us. So yeah, so we and with the push coming with this time of the year, you wanna the book hasn't closed with the Eagles yet, but we cannot help them by doing allowing Washington to do their dirty work and stuff like that. So yeah, um, yeah, and you want to work on your positioning as far as you can with the playoffs and everything. So with this game, such a short week. The only thing I caught very briefly was CeeDee Lamb's ankle and Javon Curse's. No, it wasn't his hamstring. I think it was his back. But yeah, so again, you don't want this type of game going late into the game, and then you risk somebody else getting hurt, or you risk CeeDee Lamb getting more hurt, and all that. so so yeah, so you got either defensively or offensively make that impact, or even special teams make that impact on the game, and then get in, do your job, get out, and move on. And I'm not saying that we should take it easy. Like take it easy with CeeDee Lamb. He's the one that gets our offense going. Continue to do that, but build off what has been happening on this last couple weeks. I know Ferguson has become that security blanket, but you're starting to see the better chemistry between Brooks. I mean not Brooks, but Cooks and Dak, and then you're starting to see you know Gallup getting more involved in the offense, Turpin getting more involved in the offense, Tolbert and Brooks even getting in there a little bit. Schoonmaker also getting in there, and I hope that touchdown really brings up his confidence and all that, because it helps and everything. Um, One other thing I'd like to see is like, I'm not saying force it or but I would like them to really start establishing the run, because this time of the year every team started getting beaten up, and we know the last couple of years we saw our defense getting fatigue. You want our defense as fresh as possible going into the playoffs, and you know, and if we cannot control the clock and everything like that, we just we're gonna see our team struggling on defense because they're gonna be tired. Like, and then I always say this too. I go, look at our defense in 2014, 2016. Nobody looked at our defense and said, "Man, like I mean, there's a lot of people joke around that man, if we had the defense today, in 2016 and 2014, there is no way we're not losing the Super Bowl because that's the way we're playing and all that. But the defenses that we had, was a very try hard defense. But the way we was able to control the clock, to control the pace of the game, and at the end of the year, they was like, oh, everybody was waiting for the Cowboys to fall off, to fall off, to fall off, and it ended up not happening because why? Because they was able to stay fresh. So that's why I really want to see a running game being established because I want my defense fresh going to this playoff push and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, yeah. Even though in this game too, you know, to Washington, this could be everything to Washington. Is their Super Bowl? They had two chances to make a statement with the Eagles, even though the Eagles is number one team in the NFL. They could have done something. They just lost by a little bit. So then now they're looking at us now. They're going, oh, okay, we couldn't get the Eagles. We tried our best. Let's get the Cowboys. And then Washington and Dallas, used to be that top tier rivalry. And, I know a lot of people has kind of lost it, even including me. I'll explain that a little bit too. But because this because we haven't played for anything high stakes. The last time I think probably was 2012. When RG3 was a rookie and all that. But yeah, what was I gonna say? Yeah, and then being a Thanksgiving game to everybody's gonna be watching this game, so of course they would like to go. Man, how fun would this be if we beat the Cowboys on Thanksgiving Day game? It's like that could mean a lot, a lot for them and all that, and so yeah, so you can't. So I mean, even like I said, for the Cowboys, maybe it's not as big of a deal as before. And and it hurts me for say that because man, this is the game that you know that I got that really got me going and all that kind of stuff. Every time I had some of the most emotional games because of this and all that. But yeah, and then I think partly it's because it hasn't been for high stakes, and the Commander's name, I hate that name. I would have rather them stay with the football team than that. Hopefully Magic Johnson and and the other guys up there really kind of revisit this and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, yeah, that's my video. Anyway, mahalo for watching Paniola Boys. Who you with? You know who I'm with? I'm with the Dallas Cowboys.